Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of Darksiders 3. You may notice a slight discrepancy in the number of souls and health Fury has, and that's because between episodes I took a few minutes to basically run around this area and kill the enemies a few times, because I'm trying to get a little bit more comfortable with the controls. You will still see plenty of mistakes, but I'm trying to basically fix whatever is wrong in my brain that I'm not able to understand that X is attack and right bumper is dodge. As a side effect of that, we've come away with some souls, which is good news because a very helpful person sent a private message to say, hey, you really want to take a look at Vulgrim's wares. I've been dedicating all of the souls that I get into upgrading Fury's attributes, and this person indicated that there were some things that I was overlooking, so why don't we go take a look at that?
Greetings. Take your time.
So, when we came in before, I saw all of these consumables and was like, well, I mean, those might be helpful in certain circumstances, but I'm not really feeling that. But it turns out that if you come over here, oh, look at that. Those are all of the items that I need to upgrade the weapons and the enhancements and everything else. And if we go over here, there's special cores, like one that improves the amount of health that she gets by using the Nephilim's respite, or special armor that allows her to do more damage. So thank you very much. Now, normally I would call out someone who said something like that and identify them by name, but I generally treat private messages as being private. I figure that if people want to participate in chat, then it's a little bit more public. So I'll usually do it anonymously. Some people don't want to have even their Twitch names read out loud. If you would like to be identified, send me another PM, and I would love to do that. Also, I sort of buried the other lead here. More Than Amiya has resubscribed for 3 months now. That's a 3-month streak. Thank you so much. As soon as we can come up with some cool icons and badges, then you will be immediately upgraded to the 3-month badge subscriber. So congratulations, and thank you so much for the support. Now, taking a quick look at here. Also, by the way, there's a health lurcher that we can buy that will immediately refill Nephilim's respite, which presumably we can carry that around. Yeah, so that would actually give us 4. That would be pretty cool. Mia says, thank you for the awesome streams. Well, thank you. Like, the streams are fun to do, but it means a lot that people care enough to come and participate and then subscribe. So thank you very much. Also, this Echo Mark seems pretty cool because that, not the Echo Mark, it was the Undying Shard. For 1,000 souls, which is comparatively low, we can basically bring Fury back to life. Probably very helpful in a boss fight. Now, that said, I kind of think that I want to buy as many of these as I can because they will allow us to upgrade Fury's items, and I really want to do that. But you know what? Before I commit to that, let's go see how many that we actually need. I'm going to go to Serpent Holes and back to Maker's Forge. For clarity, the little bit of practice that I did was all in that area. I have not moved forward past the area that we were at before. I'm always very upfront if I do something between streams, but it's important for me to be on this journey with all of you so that you get to see things for the first time as I do. So we'll find out from there. Okay, so if I wanted to upgrade... Yep, so if I buy 1 sliver of adamantine, I'll be able to get another upgrade for the weapon, the main weapon, a main weapon. And if I wanted to get 1 angelic artifact, I can do that. And if I wanted to get 1... Oh, no, actually I can do a demonic artifact right now. Yes, please. The same person actually pointed out, because I wasn't looking at it. I was sort of trying to figure out if I wanted to go like angelic or demonic. Well, it turns out that if you reach the end of the track, you get all of the bonuses for both tracks, which is really good. So thank you for pointing that out. I feel a lot less stressed about which direction I went down. It really is only relevant between here and there. Now, I do have a demonic chaos +2, it turns out. So if I can get 6 demonic artifacts, I'll be able to do the next round of upgrades on this. Not so true on here. So I'm going to go buy 1 angelic artifact and 1 adamantine shard, and we'll be able to do 2 upgrades right off the bat. And that, by the way, that is the kind of audience participation that I very much welcome. There is no spoiler in saying, hey, there's a menu that you haven't checked yet, and you may find it relevant. But did I, or... Okay, there we go. And one of these.
As you wish. Do make sure they scream, horseman.
I would like it if I could talk to him without waiting for him to turn around.
What do you need?
Yeah, let me skip that little animation. That'd be pretty cool. So, of the set, I think Barbs of Scorn, that's her main weapon. It's the one she always has equipped. That is for sure the one that I'll want to do. And then for the enhancement, we will further upgrade her health from plus 8% to plus 11%.
But now, you're even deadlier. Interesting.
Okay, and we're off. I'm recording this on a Saturday evening. Oh, wait, you know what? I'm going to feed the rest of my souls. Hey, new attribute point on top of everything else. We're going to serpent hole our way back to Crossroads. So one sort of open question for the crew, is there a way, like, when I'm standing here, is there any way to identify that this is Crossroads? Like, if I go to Serpent Holes,
take your time.
I can see the places that I can go. What I don't know is, oh, I guess it's the one that's grayed out. That's probably, okay. That is what I will look for from now on. Now, in other news, I think we're going to upgrade arcane damage.
Make sure they scream, horseman.
Oh, there is one other important note about the adventures that I had just in this small area. If you remember, there were two demons up here that were really giving me a lot of trouble, and I assumed they would respawn if I killed them and then subsequently died. So I'd be able to maybe show off, hey, I'm slightly better than I was. It turns out that these enemies don't. I assure you, I died a few times since defeating them, and no, they are apparently one-time only enemies. You'll just have to, like, trust me that I was eventually able to beat them without using Havoc form. So that felt pretty good. And this, from this point forward, all new stuff, which this is the right way, isn't it? My skull is pointing this way. Why is the skull pointing this way? Okay, well, I'm going to go over here because I want to see what's over here. But I don't remember if I finished my thought. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. It is seasonably chilly where we live, but not too bad. Not one of those super harsh winters this year, as it turns out. But there's a lot of other sort of concerning information in the news, and I just hope everybody is safe and healthy and that the situation continues to get better as opposed to less better. That said, we do try to keep it light here most of the time. Oh, swimming segment. So, a few questions about this. I don't see a breath meter, but it could be a Sonic the Hedgehog situation where suddenly we get some panic-inducing music and she starts aspirating water. But no, she seems pretty comfortable with it. God, I love speedy swimming. If anybody's ever played Majora's Mask, you will probably understand how incredibly liberating it is when you get that the Zora mask and can shapeshift into that. What a fantastic game that was. Oh, wait. I want to test my theory. So now if I go to Serpent Holes...
Please take your time.
We'll see, now none of them are grayed out. Maybe this isn't a Serpent Hole. Oh no, it's Gnarled Cliffs is where I am.
Do make sure they scream, horseman.
Oh boy, the skull really wants me to go back.
I doubt this is a viable path at the moment.
And now I see why. This is as far as we go. So, mental note, let's all try to remember, the next time I get something that opens purple, I can come to Gnarled Path, I will almost certainly forget that that's where I should go, at which point I will wind up walking here. But that's okay. I really like the traversal. I will say, how do you go up? Up. Up. I don't... Why am I suddenly... Up. I swear to God, I was pressing A. I promise you I was pressing A. Yeah, the parts that are similar to Fallen Order, the, like, you know, clicking in left stick to run, that is, you know, that is very comfortable. But the same thing that is similar to Fallen Order of press X to attack, just can't wrap my head around it. Okay, so we're gonna follow the skull. I really thought the skull was pointing back that way, but... I saw We Love Ben Solo is trending on Twitter, and I looked at why, and I'm still mystified as to why. It's not that I didn't like the character of Ben Solo, I just have no idea why that is the thing that people are chatting about right at the moment. Hopefully this is the right way. Now, earlier today, I got a chance to watch a little bit of Papalotko, who was playing the Spyro Reignited trilogy. I suspect she was on the first game in the series, but she was playing that on Twitch. I have never played a Spyro game. My producer loved them. She was a huge fan. To me, I really wanted to play a grown-up dragon who could fly. I remember watching, like, footage of Spyro and seemed like... So he can just glide? He can just sort of, like, gently drift towards the ground? That doesn't seem as much fun. I like to breathe fire, but I really want to, like, fly around like an adult dragon. I don't want to be a little baby dragon. So I never played the Spyro games, but I have seen... I think it was on Jim Sterling's channel. On YouTube, that he did some side-by-side comparisons of the original game versus the Reignited trilogy. And it is, like, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you do a remaster. They completely rebuilt that game. It's a huge upgrade in terms of all of the art assets. It's easy to glance at it and say, okay, yeah, that looks pretty good. But then when you look at, like, the source material, it's like, jeez, I mean, it's very, very impressive. Okay, I got freaked out. That was actually my friendly bug that was once a bomb. Like, remember, what was it, Konami, I think, did that really half-assed update of Silent Hill? They did the Silent Hill collection, but whatever... like, small company, small underfunded company that they didn't give the proper resources to and didn't have a lot of experience at it. They just sort of messed up how the fog was rendered, so things that were once sort of implied and half seen through the mist were now fully visible, and it just ruined the atmosphere. Like, don't remember dying here, but... Then again, we have seen... Oh! Well, now I know what I might have died. It's legitimately alarming. I'm multiple dodging. I swear to God. Well, now we're going to find out how far back that sends me. Rickety Artist, how are you? I hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. Hello right back. Okay, that's not too bad. In terms of distance, sorry. Completely lost my train of thought of what. Oh, just the fact that like, game companies at some point sort of figured out that they could make a quick buck by just like slapping remaster on something. So it's always nice to see a game company that does it the right way, actually puts the effort into respecting their intellectual property. And I feel like Spyro Reignited is a good example of that. And if you would like to see what it looks like, you can check that out at twitch.tv/Papalatko. She's got a fun little theme song, so you know how to spell it. It goes Papulatko. I find it very catchy. No real reason why I'm using lightning power right now. Oh no! Chivalry is giving away combat spoilers that I should not parry with my face. I thought that's how it was done. This game's tutorials lied to me. Oh, I missed. Okay. Okay, that's fine though. This way. Yep, I just have to swing up. And I'm thinking about using another healing item already. And I feel like I'm behind on what I really want to. I've spent the last minute or so trying to recall the last thing that I saw Rickety Artist playing. I know that I've been reading in like Tashir's chat that Rickety's been super busy with work and stuff, but I know that he's been on some. And I'm trying. I know I saw him playing something the other day, and I was sort of lurking in the background. Was it? No, it was Hiseo. Hiseo was playing a Gundam game yesterday, but there was some audio problems, and he was working on fixing them. And I swear to God, I fell asleep. And that's not a knock on him. I was so tired that I like drifted off and had to be like rousted back to bed. So I felt bad that I didn't get to like confirm for Hiseo if his stream audio issues were fixed. Boy, I died pretty far in. Death Road to Canada. I must not have seen that. It does not sound familiar, and now I'm very curious about it. Sorry, that was the answer to what has Rickety been playing lately. But I know that, again, he's been super busy at work, and yeah, I hear ya. I don't know how to get to this guy. He's got like the perfect little area where like you can hit him a little bit, but then even if you like accidentally mantle up onto that, he'll get a free swipe on you. Yeah, Rickety's saying that he's just tired in general. Yeah, it's been 2020's been a wearing year so far for a bunch of different reasons. Unfortunately, on that same sort of note, I haven't had an opportunity to see anything movie or even television-wise. Even missed this week's Survivor, which I know crap! Oh! Oh! Some of those deaths really hurt, especially when you're fighting enemies that you know that you can kill in maybe one hit. Okay, I'm gonna start speeding past some of these guys, because our souls are on the far end of this adventure, and I do not want to spend the entire stream just running past these same eggs. Well, while we're running, I would like to just sort of shout out a recent event, but I'm going to leave some of the names out just because I don't want there to be any sort of additional sort of reprisal. But I saw an internet troll face consequences for his actions, which for me is like seeing a unicorn. If anything, it's slightly more surprising than seeing a unicorn, because if you saw a unicorn, you'd be like, huh, those do exist. But to see an internet troll get his comeuppance in any way it's not just surprising, it's actually a complete betrayal of everything we've come to understand about internet trolling. That there is never a consequence for treating people like garbage. Well, it turns out that there is in this case. And it happened just recently. Someone that I know here on Twitch, and again, we're going to leave the details out, was just minding their own business, doing their own stream, not bothering anyone, just doing the same sort of content that is done, and some total dirtbag decided to come in and start harassing this person. And hold on. Oh god, this guy cheats so hard. Okay. Don't worry, we'll get to the story. I just want to do it without claws in my larynx. There we go. So this guy came in and just basically started harassing the chat, harassing the streamer, and so forth, and was subsequently banned, and that's fine. But what makes the story notable is that this person is part of a team here on Twitch, and teams can only be created by partners, and when the partner got wind of this, the partner used what I did not know of, which was a what's the phrase that I'm thinking of? Sort of a priority support queue that is available on Twitch, and reported this behavior, and presumably had like the video and the timestamp and everything. And the person, the troll, got his channel shut down, which is great. Sorry, I'm about to get clawed again, but it's awesome. Like, when was the last time you saw somebody on the internet actually face a consequence for doing something just cruel to another person? I can't remember a time. There's a few examples, like I'm going to pause for a second to think how far deep into this story that I want to get. But the thing is, anyone can say something thoughtless or hurtful, or even something that might come off as offensive. And, like, we're all talking live into a microphone all the time, right? Sometimes something it doesn't come out the way that you thought it would. In your brain, you reach for something shocking or amusing, and it just, upon a moment's more reflection, you might have chosen a different set of words. But the harassment that I'm describing here went on and on and on. It was unmistakably an attempt by a total stranger to ruin this person's stream, and for absolutely no reason whatsoever. So that's why I was so happy to see it. Everybody makes mistakes, but this mistake was born out of absolute malice, and I was just very glad to see that there was a result for that. Hold on just one second, because there's so much happening in chat. Okay, so Rickety is saying that he was out of work since October, but now the new routine is starting to stabilize, which is good news. Also, hopefully that's an applause icon. I'm looking at it, it's two hands. Either that or it's two hands reaching up for mana from heaven, which I might need. Crap. God damn it. Whew, okay. Oh, okay. We've got our bug friend, and we've got a pool over there. We'll be able to drop that. But let me smash some of this stuff up. We know what to break with the purple bug. Yes, I figured as much. Rickety is just confirming that it was the applause for the troll getting what he deserved. Yeah. Treat people well, everyone. You know, if you don't like what somebody's doing, you know, in the world or on the internet, if they're not hurting anyone, like that bug just hurt me, let them be. Let them do their thing. Like, this person, I'm not even sure that he had a problem with the streamer. Just a person looking for a fight. Anyway, it was just, for a number of ways, refreshing. And in terms of, so one thing that I learned, where's the bug? The bug is gonna, like, respawn, right? Oh, he comes up here. Okay. One of the things that I learned from watching Gamergate is that sometimes calling attention to harassment, even with the intent of putting a stop to it, can only invite more harassment. So that's why I don't want to go into a lot of detail about the specifics. But I reached out to the parties involved and said, thank you very much for this. It's nice to see someone hopefully have an opportunity to learn a lesson from this. Specifically, the tenor of it was, I doubt very much that you're the first person that was harassed in this way, but if the other streamer uses this opportunity to learn a lesson, hopefully this will be the last. Okay, sorry, just taking a quick look around. Oh, that's one of the bad guys. Remember? So it was two of those guys were really whooping me good last time. Let's see if I've learned anything. Come on. Oh, crap. Okay, so one of the things that I learned, and you'll notice that I was very quiet during that fight, A, because I was concentrating, but B, because I realized in, like, trying to fight them during my little practice session, the element that I was missing is that their real mega swipe, their real powerful hit, has that distinctive audio cue. And if you listen for crap! I don't know how to fight these things yet, though. If you listen to it, if you know to, like... If you know what you're listening for... I don't know what just died. Then you'll know more or less exactly when to try to dodge that specific hit. So... that's what I was listening for, and you saw me pull off a couple perfect dodges. Could use some improvement for sure, but I'll take my victories where I can. I'd really like to see a Vulgrim someday. Sorry, just taking a look around. Trying to look to see what kind of danger this is. Okay, so we've got a weird bug monk down there. Something similar over there. Let's see if I can encounter these guys one at a time. Oh, I don't like this anymore. No. So, fun... Oh, I was about to say, fun fact, I can't heal while swimming, but that was incorrect. Boy, how far back? Okay. But, so, again, though, here's the thing. A lot of the things that were smashed, a lot of the enemies, like some of the big boss enemies that were fought, like those wraiths, the guys that hit real hard, as far as I've seen now, they're just dead. So I don't have to worry about fighting them again. I just have to get over there. This feels like the longest sequence so far. Up until now, there's usually been a Vulgrim pretty close. Yeah, increasingly over the last several weeks, I've been thinking... Okay, that's fine, though. We'll have to see how well these guys can follow Fury, because I'm basically going to see how few of these guys I have to fight to get back to where I was. The good old Dark Souls run. But yeah, I feel like our Twitter feed, I really want to make sure is focused on drawing attention to things that the two of us like, as opposed to just sort of generally complaining about things. So I feel like that second thing is a popular activity on Twitter, and it's fine. Like, it's fun. There can be some catharsis in voicing your frustration or your disappointment in something, but I don't know. It just seems like it wears a little thin. Someone is undoubtedly going to quote that back when the Twitter feed becomes an... Crap! Okay. Just a constant complaint pile about... well, you name it. But at least for the time being, we want to draw attention to channels that we enjoy, streams that are fun, videos that are cool, or at least well stated. In other news, Mia is crap. No! Wait, I didn't mean to say that! No! Mia is very near the end of Alan Wake. Was supposed to be the end of that sentence. I don't know how to fight these things. I'm so sorry. Oh no, that was exactly the opposite of what I was going for. No, Mia is near the end of Alan Wake. She is probably within... She's certainly within striking distance of the end of the main game. And more than anything, I'm looking forward to hearing her... Why can't I get the dodge timing on these sand crabs? I'm interested to hear her synopsis of the story, because anybody who watched the playthrough that we did here on this channel, there were a couple, because my understanding of what was going on kept getting adjusted as I learned more information and sort of recalibrated what I believed was happening. And I'm very curious to know what she makes of the overall story. Now, at least one of these has a bad guy inside, right? Oh, I found him. Oh, okay. We're in another practice session to deal with these. Oh, he's just gonna think he's so funny, isn't he? So, Mia's saying dead to me, which is presumably a response to my alarmed misstatement. And then she says, you might say that she is swirling the toilet bowl in the main game. Which I would have to assume is a reference to Alice, but I'm not sure. I swear to God, they hit every time. I see them draw back that claw, or spiky proboscis thing. Okay, I really want my souls. Oh, okay. No, she was referring to herself, apparently. No, the thing about Alan Wake is watching Mia's playthrough, I am 100% convinced that game is borderline requiring of a controller in order to play properly. I fundamentally do not understand how the dodging mechanic is supposed to work on a keyboard and mouse. Okay, so how many of these things do we think... I'm going to queue up a healing shard in case I need it. Yep. Sack of crap. Okay. Okay, and we can see another one over there. Well, I dealt with the last one okay. Oh, nice! It wanted to kill me so bad it jumped to its death. Okay, hold on, that gave us a thing. Also, some things that, like, on a controller, when I played Alan Wake, the driving felt very natural, but it's something that Mia has expressed concern over, and you can see that, like, there's... The vehicles tend to veer all over the place, and I think that that's just a function of the analog controls, digital controls that you have on a keyboard. You know, you just don't have the fine degrees of movement. So I do feel like there's been a control issue. But that said, I've never... Wait, sorry, I'm wearing the wrong hairstyle. I've never played it with keyboard and mouse, so I don't actually know. Okay, I'll take this. And that is closed off. Yeah, I would like to take this opportunity... Oops. Hold on. So, That's where we just came down from, right? But I didn't smash this statue, so what is up here? I know. Oh, can I? So, if you direct your eyes to the top left there, you'll see my fury bar draining away because I panicked and hit the wrong button. I'd like to take this opportunity to make my elevator pitch for Mia to play Deadly Premonition, which is a very, very interesting game that was made... It was actually released on the same day as Heavy Rain, which, boy, what a pair of games to come out at the same time. And it is sort of if you took the tone of Alan Wake, specifically that sort of small town of sort of quirky, individually modeled and voiced, and I'm trying to think of what the phrase is that I'm trying to think of. Very, very distinctive characters, and gave you a lot more freedom to explore it like it was an open world game. Because it is a semi-open world game, and there's a lot more sort of conversation, and there's a real-time, not a real-time clock, but a running clock, so that you want to keep in mind as you are deciding where to go and how to spend your day. And there's also sort of like a similar style of horror element to it. Okay, so I can go back, so I'm just getting a sense for where I have and have not been. Yeah, it's just through the big doors, I hope. No, keep attacking. Oh, God. It's okay. I've got a lurcher cluster or whatever. So, it's the reason why I should literally always keep my hair on, because I was pressing Y there, and of course she didn't have a secondary weapon equipped. Jeez, that was way, way too close. Okay, so spider web, doors are closed. Take a quick look, make sure there's nothing else that I can slash apart. Okay. Yes! Oh, thank God! Oh, Fulgrim! Never been so happy to see you, sick son of a bitch. So, so now I feel like there's a lot more options, because I could feed him souls, or I could save up for one of these things, specifically like the Flame Hollow armor. That'd be a pretty good time. A rejuvenation core, that'd be great. I have a third weapon, but I don't have a third thing yet. Yeah, that unfocused Leviathan seems really good. I particularly like the plus 18 health regenerated per minute. And I've got 3,200 souls, so I think that as long as I don't drop them all and lose them in their entirety, there should be an opportunity. But this is probably going to be a shortcut, and I definitely want to open this up. Let's just see where it goes to. Perfect. Okay. So now I can get back from this big door room again if I need to. Also, let me just take one quick look around to see. There was a tunnel underneath the water. That guy right there. And I hadn't seen it before, so I just want to take a quick look around up top. Is this where I came into the area? No. Okay. Luminous Visage. That's a free ability point. That's what that is. Finally learning that that's what that means. Yeah, Fallen Order also had, like, really speedy and satisfying swimming. Not there. Here.
No more. No more. Can you get me out of here?
I'm willing to bet that there's an achievement for saving all the humans, or like maybe 50% of the humans. Like maybe it's a rising achievement as you go. Kind of looks like there's something up above this chamber, but it's tough to be sure. And there's certainly nothing else up here. So I'm gonna go back to following the skull. Skull says left. Skull says right. Skull says through this little crack. I have to say, it has become very, very tempting to make the next game after this a story playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2. I want to play it. I want to see Mia and Chivalry play it. Oh, crap. Okay, that's okay. Didn't die that far away. I've got to figure out how to fight those things. Oh, thank you for calling it out. Mia, I hadn't seen it. Home of you. Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, my initial disappointment at that last death was still predicated on the, oh god, I'm gonna have to run for 5 minutes to get back to where I was. But no, actually, it's right down here. Okay. Oh, bullshit! Come on, man! I did a perfect dodge on one, and the other one hit me. Mia says that she just created a permanent posse in Red Dead 2 yesterday. We can have some of so up to 7 members hinted. I would love to join that. One thing about Red Dead 2 is it's kind of the Assassin's Creed Odyssey problem, which is that it is a rich and fully featured game and very, very large on the hard drive. So, I am bearing that in mind. Okay. Okay, trying to figure that out. Assassin's Creed Odyssey was a game that we played here on this channel for the better part of 6 months. It might have been slightly longer than that. And that game is, I want to say, approaching 100 gigs of space, which, you know, there's room on the drive for other things, but not room on the drive for things like XCOM 2 or Pillars of Eternity 2 or No Man's Sky. Like, some of these games are very, very large, and you can only have so many gigantic games on at one time. That said, Deep Rock Galactic, which is currently having a free weekend, is like 1.5 gigs. And considering the amount of content in that game and how sort of fully featured that is, it's a really impressive achievement. Me is also noting that Red Dead 2 is wildly addictive. Yeah, I have no doubt that once I start, I will be able to... It will be able to hold my attention. Crap. Okay, you can chill out now. It's fine. Coming off of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I said, you know, hey, the channel is going to be, at least for a while, focused on games that don't take the better part of 6 months to finish. Let's knock out a whole bunch, and that's where we got Alan Wake, and then Quantum Break, and then Jedi Fallen Order, and then what was the last one that we just did? Oh, The Outer Worlds, which Outer Worlds was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I am, in fact, looking very carefully. I feel like there's something else here, but it's not based on anything other than the fact that I was expecting something more than a plateau of monsters. But yeah, Red Dead 2 has definitely been on my mind. Oh, this is going to get real bad. Oh, real bad. Do something. Okay, beating that thing on the first try is going to be the victory for today. Whatever horrific monster it is that stops our forward progress, at least I beat that thing on the first try. Let's see, what else has sort of been on the docket? Like a longer game that I've been specifically putting off because I wanted to try to keep things a little bit short. This game I was a little bit concerned about, just because, like, again, Jim Sterling had nothing but negative things to say about this game, and frankly, my experience with it so far has backed up the fact that Jim Sterling and I have very, very different tastes in games, which is fine. But his recommendation or lack thereof is usually not going to be a good indicator on whether I would like it or not. But I was like, yeah, I'm not sure. This might skew a little bit towards the longer side. I'd like to play Kentucky Route Zero at some point, the game that some people waited 5+ years to be able to finish. It would have to be a really, really good game, because boy, did they take their time with it. But allegedly it is done. That looks notable, but I can't quite reach it.
Bastards never stood a chance, did they?
Who?
Earthlings of any species.
Earthlings of any species. Are we talking about, like, animals as well, or...? Well, we're getting super paranoid.
Perhaps you can light the way with your sterling personality. If so, do it quietly. I don't think we're alone.
speaking of things that I like or would otherwise want to call attention to, Kyle Hilliard was one of the Game Informer 8, one of the people who was laid off without notice by GameStop when they decided that the incredibly cost-effective and value-added proposition of Game Informer was too expensive, so they needed to lay off 8 members of their editorial staff. Kyle Hilliard was one of them, and he, along with Jeff Marchiafava and Soriel Vasquez, later joined MinMax Games with Ben Hansen, who was not laid off, but opted to leave the position to start MinMax Games. And it's a project that the hell is this? Why is this here? Sorry, this is very distracting. There's a vent. This must open up later. That's the only thing that makes sense, because I sort of stick my face in there, but there's just sort of a throbbing mucus behind it. So, I find MinMax an interesting project, but Kyle Hilliard has now also sort of spun off and started doing a 15-minute long daily podcast called, like, I think the company's Drive Home Games. I really should have looked it up prior to the stream here so that I would know exactly what it's called. Yep. Boy, the amount of skittering that there is in the darkness. It's no joke. But his podcast has been doing really, really well. People have been pointing out that they've heard a lot of advertisements for it. The viewership, or sorry, listenership seems to be way, way up. So, yeah, congratulations to him. I can't say that I've had a chance to listen to it myself just yet, but that is not for a lack of interest. I just haven't, you know, there's been other podcasts I've been trying to catch up on. This is not the way, according to the skull. But I do see a little prize down there, and I think I can jump back up here. I think I'm going to pop a healing item here, because I don't think I can survive much in the way of additional hits. Okay, so I can jump up. However, there's a little tunnel here. Pop a healing item. I don't think I want to do this right now. I've only got one healing item. There's 2 of those horrible things. Let me go see if I can get that prize, though.
You're not the only
Another plate. All this fumble in the dark.
Bye, guys. We'll be back for them. That reminds me a lot of that weird fire boss. Remember the, like, flaming suit of armor that took effectively no damage from any of Fury's attacks? Yeah, that feels like another one of those situations. I have no memory of how to get to that guy, by the way, the other sort of mini-boss that I just described. Okay, so that was underneath the train. That's where I came from. And the rest of this weird, dank, dark train station, I think otherwise goes out this way. Hoping to find a Vulgrim before too long. There we go. Okay, now I might go back for that other thing. I've got 4,400 souls. I'd really like to get to 5,000 so that I can... Is it 5,000? I'm pretty sure something I wanted was 5,000. You... $4,600. Yeah, as long as you can get back to where you died, you can always recover your lost souls. But fighting those two would appear to be... Wow, okay. I didn't see him. Losing the souls in there might be very, very difficult to recover, so I would rather see if we can top off the 5,000 line here. Nothing about using healing items, or like the Nephilim's respite more frequently, is that it seems to drop more frequently. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Very hesitant to use it, but then when I do, I typically get a refill on it. Also, Mia saying that she had the, at least earlier, that she had the Papalato song stuck in her head. Yeah, it's a catchy little tune. Come on. Now, heal. I very much like the design of those things, but yikes, they are very good at killing me. I'm gonna use a small healing shard. I feel like those are cheap enough that I can always buy more if I need to. Oh, that's 5,000. Hold on, I'm gonna go run back and see Vulgrim. I feel like I should be making more free use of things like the Frenzy shards and the Strength shards and the Fortitude shards. It's one of those situations where I feel like I would set them up or save them up for a a boss fight, and then when I'm fighting the boss fight, it's a lot like using the Wrath mode. It's like, it's a tool in the arsenal, but one that I'm reluctant to use because it feels a little bit like I'm bypassing the fight. I remember watching a Jason McMaster stream at twitch.tv/JVMcMaster, and he was having a lot of difficulty late in one of the games, and one of his viewers, and this was said by a friend, because it seemed a little bit biting to me, but he's, you know, he's friends with McMaster, and I guess they give each other a little bit of a hard time. He said, you're having a hard time because you never learned the game mechanics. You always just sort of, like, brute forced your way through. Yeah, I think this was it. Unfocused Leviathan, plus 18 health regeneration per minute. It's not a lot, but it'll help when I'm sort of running around.
An excellent choice.
Okay, and the rest is just 310, so those I'm gonna bank with. Yep.
Farewell.
Okay, and now let's socket that in here. Equip enhancement. Now, I'll have to see when I can update it, which I probably can now. You know what? Let's go see if I can update it right now. No time like the present.
Please take your time.
Another advantage to getting the next attribute point is that I believe that fully heals Fury and gives her back all of her Nephilim's respite. So there's a certain strategic value to doing that. I'm going to upgrade enhancement.
Let's see what that can do for you.
So I definitely want to max out the health regenerated per minute. Yeah, which would be up here. So if I could afford one angelic artifact, then I'd be able to do that, but not at the time.
Masses and blessings to you, Fury.
Like actually right now. Like I want to keep that equipped because it's not going to be much, but at least she'll get a little bit of health back just while I'm running around.
Humble merchant, please take your time.
Apparently there was an interview recently with the voice actor who played Arthur in Red Dead Redemption 2, and one of the little like development tidbits that he shared is that he had to re-record all of the dialogue, all of the lines of dialogue that Arthur says to his horse because they came out too intimate on the first take, which is very funny. There was also a fun little detail about the woman who is the mother of one of the other characters in there, like one of the voice actors. Okay, let me try that again. One of the voice actors who plays a major role in Red Dead Redemption 2, his mother played through the game, and there was some like interview with her about how surreal that was, which was also a lot of fun. What's this? It's a random bone pile. Oh, you know what? I probably have a lot of clusters that I could smash up. Where do we go for those? Yeah, I got a bunch. Oh, I definitely have a bunch. I might want to go back to Vulgrim because I have no healing items. Yeah, let's go turn in all those souls, because I completely forgot to do that. And he is right down here, I think. Have I been up here? I don't think I've been up here at all. Oh, okay. Hey, I'm glad I came back this way.
Must I?
Sorry, 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. You gotta wonder how many little hidey holes in the game, how many little offshoot passages that I've missed in the exploration. Okay, I'm starting to feel like maybe coming back to Vulgrim was not the way to go, but here he is. Okay. So, I'm gonna smash up all those. Yes. I'm going to save the Luminous Visage specifically because... Okay, so actually that has unlocked 12,000 souls. So, I don't think I'm going to spend it on an ability point. Rather, I am going to get... Show me your wares. I want to get Flame Hollow Armor. So this is going to do plus 15% Flame Arcane damage, 5% physical damage reduction. Yeah. And then bonus lurchers from shattering crystals, which I had to shatter all my crystals to get here, but every little bit counts. Let's grab that. Okay, and go put that on next.
Excellent choice.
That leaves 2,000 souls left over. That would be the next thing that I'd like to get. Nice rejuvenation core. I'm gonna hold on for those souls for now. Okay, let's put on that armor. And I can probably spend this right now, yeah. Okay, and interestingly, that did not give her back all of her healing. I think she got all her health back. Yeah, I like that armor better than the gold armor, especially when it's a light. Oh, I didn't actually spend the ability point yet. Yes, please, more health. Had a chance to watch some Tashir today. It was mostly while I was at work, but my producer pulled a clip that I got to see after the fact, which was probably the hardest that I've seen Tashir laugh so far on stream. So you will see that in the clips of him on his channel. Hold on.
Your talisman.
We're close. This time you watch. You do not speak.
Okay, turns out, remember when I walked all the way back to Vulgrim? I could have just kept going forward. Yeah, I think it's because the clip of his channel, you'd see it on his channel, not ours.
Fury. Fantastic.
Your day of reckoning is at hand, Sloth. You will be judged in combat like all the others.
Darling, please. Do I look like I'll be fighting anything or anyone anytime soon?
You have no choice.
There's always a choice, darling. I choose not to choose. Too much of a bother. I'd laugh at you, but it's too much effort. Don't take offense. You're playing your part well in our wee morality play. But really, why bother? It's the apocalypse. Woo. I'm completely over it. My sole concern is comfort.
That sounds familiar.
And then you can see I have like many minions with that. It's all they live for. You should try it. A slave if you'll just relax.
I shall once you and your kin lie dead. I only hope the rest put up more of a fight than you!
Let them stand or fall. It matters not to me. You understand, don't you, horseman? The futility of it. Why not join me? Take a load off and enjoy the nothingness. I bet you'd take to it quite easily.
Would you abandon your mission?
No!
Is that so? The Great Fury would not allow herself to fall prey to such a creature. Are you truly up to the task?
Thank you to John for the follow, by the way. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce your entire username. I will go with John. I think I might be poisoned. I'm not sure. Either these things are going to drop a whole lot of healing, or this is not going to be a successful first try. Yep, that's okay. Wait, I didn't pay sufficient attention which way to go. This way. Alright, give me my 2,000 souls back. Okay. I'm not yet sure how to fight his minions and also keep him in sight to avoid that. John, I'd love to answer the question. It's challenging, I think. It's not normal. It's not easy. It's not it's a story. It is the one above normal, which I believe is called challenging. Okay. Also, for what it's worth, there's a couple options in terms of the control styles, and I'm using the original combat system, not the combat system from Darksiders 1 and 2. They patched in a what they described as being a more forgiving combat system. Okay, that's not good. And apparently the choice there also has a significant impact in how... Jesus Christ. Okay, okay. I'm gonna die here.
many other things, Lord Sleep.
Among other things, the more forgiving combat does not have a timer on using consumables, which is what I'm waiting down right now. Okay, that should allow me to take exactly one more hit from this guy. Get him. Get him. No. No, no, no. Yes!
Congratulations.
Oh, okay.
You must be so fulfilled. What change do you think killing me will enact on this sad crusade?
Are you begging? Muster up a little dignity.
Sweetheart, I let slaves wipe my ass with the wings of angels while I enjoy a morning tea. Dignity is a myth, like the balance you fight for. Aren't you exhausted?
Yes.
But even the most grueling fight is less tiring than taking no action at all.
Most exercise he's had in a millennium.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm sorry. That's another point. John, I can assure you, thank you very much. Just for the record, if you were to tune in into the end of like the previous episode, you would see me die multiple times to a couple relatively run-of-the-mill enemies. So, yeah, sometimes you get lucky and none of these others smash for some reason. Between the last episode and this one, I actually sort of did a little run around to get a little bit more comfortable with the combat. I feel like the combat here in Darksiders 3 benefits a little bit from practice and sort of learning the different combos, and that's what I'm trying to do to get a good sense for how to operate. If I can ask John, are you using the original? I'm trying to remember what they're called. It's like classic. It's like original combat versus classic combat. They chose unusual names for the original Darksiders 3 combat system, or the more like fast-paced and responsive one, the hack and slash one that they patched in later. I could have gone either way on that. Somebody who was in the stream at the time sort of seconded the choice to go with the original content, which I wanted to do because I wanted to see I want to see the game the way that it was designed by the developer. Like, what was the original vision? So I think two things happen there. We have a shortcut, the cool way to open up a shortcut. Okay, I would really love some more Nephilim's Respite.
What would you ask of this humble merchant?
So I can buy a thing that would refill it a little bit, but I don't think that I want to do that. Well, then again, 250 isn't that expensive. I'm gonna hold off. I figure now that we've got that shortcut open, if I die, I'm gonna get all that stuff back anyway. You know, why spend the souls, even a small amount, on something that I'm gonna get for free the next time that I just screw up slightly? This is not the right way. It's only just now occurring to me that we did not unlock... Okay, it's just pointing me over here. I didn't unlock anything for defeating Sloth. Like, there's no new ability that came from that, so I don't have, like, a new pathway that's open, but we may discover something here as we go. Okay, that was a very fast path back to an old area. Or a previous area. That's cool. Okay. Also, I can heal, so I'm just going to take the opportunity to do it right now. Yeah, so John, you and I are using the... Well, when you say the old one, like the one from the original games, I don't know how it feels. Whoops. I really, really, really should keep my hair up. The only reason I can identify to go around like this is if you want to use the original Fury attack, which is certainly very useful for close encounters against multiple enemies in a way that doesn't leave you vulnerable. But losing access to... any of your Y attacks is a big downgrade. This one guy is the biggest jerk in the game. I don't wanna hard commit here, but I'm very tempted that at the end of this run to jump into a new game just to try out the other combat system, at least for like the first, you know, go through the first Deadly Sin just for comparison. I'll tell you this, being able to use as many health or other items, being able to use as many as you want without any cooldown would be a major balance change for how the game handles. Okay, this is not entirely clear yet where I should be going. Blue Skull says this way. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna try to... Trying to get a little bit more comfortable with the counter dodging on those horseshoe crabs, just in case it comes up later. Sorry, hold on 1 second. There we go. Hear him. There he is. I'm glad that I haven't had to consider so far turning the difficulty down. Only because when you go to that option, when you look at it in the menu, it warns you changing the difficulty may disable some achievements. But that's all it says. It might disable some achievements. No indication as to which ones those are. You would think presumably it would be any difficulty-related achievement, which I guess I could live without if I wasn't going to play it on the chosen difficulty. But, like, is it also going to reset the achievements for collecting... Not collecting, killing a certain number of enemies or spending a certain number of attribute points? I don't want to lose those. That's sort of part of playing through. The way the experience system or the upgrade system in this works, I really don't mind retracing through some of these areas and fighting the enemies again, just because, I'm getting more currency to spend. This way. Okay, I think it's prompting me to jump down. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. The skull's going a little nuts right now. Oh, I do like fighting Dagger Guy. Oh, one thing that I need to touch base with Mia about is, so as many of you know, in Stellaris, Mia has her own race, her own sort of empire that's been designed in Stellaris. But in the next Stellaris expansion pack, there's going to be a new origin system that lets you set either a backstory or a unique, if not unique, a special starting condition for your empire, and you get to choose which one of it is, as long as your race otherwise meets the criteria. So I really want to take another look at the Me Initiative, is what they're called, and to see if there's a one of the origins that she plans to take. Like, some of them off the top of my head, you can start on an irradiated tomb world that your own species has nuked into non-sustainability, and that's one of the reasons that you are dedicated to leaving, and your race is sort of adapted to be able to operate on irradiated tomb worlds in a way that most other organic species cannot. Or you'll have a derelict Stargate in your star system that is currently deactivated, but once you research it and open it up, who knows where it might lead. Sort of a mystery. There's ones that are based on archaeology. There's origins that start you off with a federation, because you've sort of made early contact with other spacefaring species in your area and risen to become president of a federation. There's lots of cool stuff in there, and I'm really looking forward to it. It should be coming out March 17th. Oh, he hates it so much. I really, really, really want to heal. Okay. Well, I cannot wait until I upgrade the Flame Blade so that I get like 8% damage back as health. Oh no, Mia doesn't want an irradiated world. Derelict Stargate sounds good. Oh, and John's saying that he hates that monster. Yeah, that guy, I like the fact that he's slumbering and Fury basically picks the fight with him most of the time. I have not yet had a Shamrock Shake, and I would really like to have one this year. Okay, that was me. I swear to God, I pushed dodge like 3 times when I heard that sound. Oh, we're almost at 5,000 souls. The more I've played this and Jedi Fallen Order, it is making me consider at least doing a couple one-off streams of Bloodborne to see if I have improved at all at it, and also if people think it is as fun as they want to believe it would be. I feel like Sekiro might be my cup of tea. Okay, I'm trying to go over here. Yeah, there's 2 big guys down there, and I do not have enough respite to survive that. Nope. Okay. That was going to be a little bit of button juggling to get far enough away to then move the inventory over to a healing item and then use it. I feel like I'm leaving a lot of souls on the floor. Does anybody have any memory of where I just died? Ow. Oh no. I just dropped 4,000-ish souls, and I do not know where I left them. I mean, it's not the worst. Like, if I don't get them back, it's not like a huge crisis, but I know that I respawned at the closest Vulgrim point. I just don't know. Go right of Vulgrim, John is saying. We go back to Vulgrim, who is right over here. So, at least if I was facing him, right would be over this way. I think they are in this area. And I'll know when I find them. If the souls that I kill start not going into Fury, but rather looping over to some other point. Ow. John's indicating that I should have gone the other way. I will go check that out in just a second. Some of those big brutes are a lot harder than others. Some of them, I feel like there's different levels. That's not a single enemy type. It was in, so, John, to your memory, was it in this map, or did I go through a doorway or something? Boy, that's disconcerting. If it weren't so many souls, I'd be cool, but to lose that many... Okay, go back. I'm gonna go to Volgrim. Okay, so I am here. No, I know that that elevator leads up to the Maker's Pass, so I'm facing Volgrim. I can go through the tunnel, jump on platform. Like, this one here. Okay, so presumably through this tunnel. I'm gonna keep one eye in chat to see if the tunnel is correct. Fortunately, John has been paying more attention to where I'm going than I have. Okay, this is starting to feel familiar, because then I went over there to fight these guys again. Yeah, because John said that he hates this guy, and I pointed out that usually he's sleeping, and then Fury goes and wakes him up. It's the rudest possible way. So I think John has me on the right track again. Ow, Christ, okay. Can't take another one of those. So, random aside, just occurred to me that a new expansion pack has come out for RimWorld, which is interesting because that game was in early access for a long time, and I actually don't know a lot about it outside of what I've seen on McMaster, and then I think it was Hiseo who was playing some RimWorld, and I was talking about how that game just will eventually decide that you've been playing long enough and go ahead and kill you. John saying that he died too many times in this area. Yeah, no, I certainly had my share of deaths in this area as well. It's one of the areas that I wanted to run through a couple times and try to get a sense for, like, how the enemies work. Okay, are those the souls that I dropped? I sure hope they are. Let's see how many there is in here. Yep, that was them. Thank you, John. Boy, I am not getting the timing on that. Oof. Okay, I got 6,000 souls. I'm gonna go spend them. I wonder why I didn't resurrect it this one. This Volgrim one is so much closer.
Greetings. Take your time.
So, let me think real quick, because I can get a full thing. Sorry, a level or two. Or I could go with this Rejuvenation Core. Thing is, a single Nephilim's Respite fills me almost all the way up regardless, so I'm not sure that this is great money spent, but there will certainly come a time when I will be glad that I have it. The other option is Unfocused Rage. Nah. I'm certainly not going to sign up for that right now. Okay, let's go with Rejuvenation Core. It's going to be one of those things where maybe I won't need it for a while, but I'm going to be really glad that I have it later on. And other than that, I'm going to feed him some more souls.
As you wish. Farewell for now.
The way this game is structured takes a lot of, like, pressure off of the concern that... Ow. That you're going to, like, mess up the character, because you can always respec. Doing so is not very expensive. Although that was another thing that they patched in, which I find interesting. And at worst, you can just farm these guys. Those guys take a beat longer to swing than I think they will. So, the yellow skulls that come up, are those Wrath? Because the blue ones are currency, and the green ones are, you know, hell. I am not going to survive this. Okay, I might survive it a little bit. I might try smashing some of these. No, that was not a great decision. No. I should not have said I'm going to try smashing some of these. Then I could have pretended that the controller malfunctioned. Nope, that was just plain old bad decision making. All right, well, this time I can move forward with a lot less trepidation. Whoops. Oh, this is not where I want to be. No, thank you. Sorry to disturb your nap. It's good. I can't see what's happening. I don't know what he's up to. Okay. I forgot about the teleporty guy. Christ. Well, now I'm right back where I was in terms of not having any health items. Oh, I did not get the best of that. I mean, I got 500 odd souls out of it, but I was all excited to be dead, respawn with all my healing items, and look right back where I started. Okay, so I want that, but I don't want to smash open the rocks, right? A little bit careful. Crap! I did not smash that statue. He smashed his own way out. So now we start answering the question, is it time to simply run past these guys? But as always, my response is, if I can't beat them, then how am I supposed to beat the bosses that come after them? Alright, so I'm going to try to just draw one over, if I can. Okay, come around the post, sir. I feel like if I don't use a healing item here, teleporting's gonna get me, so... I'm gonna try, doing, like, jumping up. Let me try this. Oh, wait, he's teleporting. Who knew? Basically, I want to try to do the move where Fury flips him up in the air, and then, like, I want to launch up and... I forgot I couldn't lock on when he was invisible. Okay, we'll try it now. Well, next. I think I'm pressing the button one too many times. I keep flipping him up in the air. Not that I'm upset about flipping him up in the air. I just would like to see if there's a combo there that's gone unexplored so far. Okay, let's thin the herd here a little bit. It's amazing how even knowing that they're there, I still can't avoid it. Nope, I did not mean to do any of that. Yeah, speaking of, like, you know, longer games like Red Dead and so forth, like, I'd love to do a super deep dive into The Division 2. I'd love to do a super deep dive into, Black Desert. Oh, here's a PSA. At the moment of this sentence, Steam, I believe, still has Black Desert Online for free, and if you add it to your account now, you can keep it forever. Now, I do not know if Black Desert Online has a separate subscription fee. I kind of think that it does, but, you know, it would at least save you the $10-ish that it would be to purchase the game package later on. I'd, enjoy checking that out sometime. Okay, so is it or is it not pointing me towards this door hole? No. Okay, it is... It wants to draw my attention to that spider web, which I can light on fire over here. So that's going to go up there. Up. Got it. Hey, Brave. How many deadly sins down? So we just did sloth.
You do know how to make an exit. Literally.
So, gosh, what is that? Envy, wrath, greed, or avarice, and then sloth. And we've met pride, but she was too good for us, so we don't get to talk to her yet. Also, Brafe, I did finally figure out what you were talking about with changing the different movesets on the fly, which is very cool. I'm glad that you mentioned it, even if I didn't quite put it together at the time. I don't know if you were here or if you saw that VOD, but I actually did it by accident, where I was like, I was in the middle of a fight, and I went like this, and I was like, wait, no, why, why did that happen? Because I legitimately was not certain what I had pressed that suddenly turned her hair off. But I've been trying to get a little bit more comfortable with switching between modes, if not mid-combo, which doesn't seem to be quite possible, then at least to suit the needs of the moment. And I'm good with the mobility stuff. I'm not so good with the, like, which weapon set is good against which person. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the different hair and weapons. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, see, the trouble is, when I go no hair or pink hair, I forget and then don't... I'm sitting there pressing Y and not doing anything. Oh, I don't like the look of him. No, no, this is not a fight I can have in this environment. Will Red Skull please come up here? Let's settle our differences face to face. I promise I dodged that. Balls! I like the lightning spear a whole lot. I particularly like the move where she jumps in the air and like slams it down, and it does sort of an area effect attack against all the guys. Like, that is very satisfying. It's a little bit difficult to pull off in the midst of combat, only because there does seem to be a bit of a delay between when you can attack and when you can jump, but it always feels good when I can pull it off. Okay, I really want to get Scully away from the arrow throwers. Didn't quite mean to do that, but that's okay. Okay, hey, I made it through all that without having to use a healing item, so I feel okay about that. I'm gonna take out the arrow folks. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I knew he was going to shoot me as soon as I got up there. I thought maybe if I came up the back way, it'd work out, but I hate this guy so much. The guys on ledges, they do what they should. They act like a person would in that situation, which is they just wait for you to come up, clock you square in the nose, and watch you fall down bloody while they laugh. So Brave is saying, have you tried the counter with the lightning spear at a distance like on those arrow guys? I don't know that I have tried that at a distance. I've done it close up, and it's a really satisfying, like, thunder punch, but it didn't occur to me that she might be able to close distances. I know the flame one can close distance, but I will try it with the lightning spear. I haven't had a lot of success doing the perfect dodge against the arrow guys. It happens from time to time. I always try to do it, but if I can get a little bit better precision with it. Okay, so I see that that's the way to go. I'm just taking a quick look down here that there's a collectible, but clearly it's going to be one of those things that we unlock a little bit further down the path. Yeah, Brave, John has joined the channel and become a recent follower, and John is also playing this game
Mistress,
with the same
distracted.
combat system.
We horsemen are defined by a great many things. Our mission, our gifts, and our solitude. For so long, I cannot even remember. Rampage was my only companion.
Mistress,
Forget it. The horseman is not defined by the horse.
That was a swinger. That was a swing thing. I noticed it just a beat too late. Wow, I feel like I lost a lot of health on that fall. Try a perfect dodge on something that's not quite up on her. I will try that at the next like the knife throwing guys. I could, you know, I seem to have a little bit more success with them. Okay, so I want to do float, and then hold X to do a swing thing. Or wait, maybe I just wanted to go over here. Okay, yeah, that works a lot better than sort of smashing face first into the floating wreckage. So I'm not done over here, though, is the thing, because there's yet more to find. If it is the case that she turns into, that doing the perfect dodge and then counterattacking with the lance causes her to, like, transmorph into a lightning bolt to close distance, I will laugh and clap my hands. Because that would be great. I'm not done in that past room. I just want to see what's down here. You never know when you might find a Vulgrim.
Mistress. What is that?
Probably something new to kill.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready to kill that right now. Until I know where the closest Vulgrim is, I don't want to fight any Cthulhu monsters. Weird tentacle beasts. So does this just go back? I'm gonna go see what's over here. Nope, nothing here. Okay, whoa. Also, oh, well, here's the thing I wanted to get. There could be like a shortcut that we can unlock, something to make it easier to get back here when I get killed by a Cthulhu monster. But nope, there's nothing I can do here. And that is too high. Maybe it's not. Perfect, all right. It may not be clear to people who haven't played it, but that the swing jump there, you just hold X for it. There's not a lot of timing for it. You don't have to worry about it. And I bring that up because she will connect her swing on her own accord. And sometimes it'll feel a little bit late, and you'll start to be like, "Oh God, did the button press not process or something?" It's cool. Just hold it in. She'll do what needs to be done. This feels like I've been led around in a big circle. Yep, this sure did take me right back here. Okay, I clearly missed something because the skull is still saying to go this way, so let me try that again. I probably didn't look carefully enough and jump down sooner than I was supposed to. Hey, Bron, sorry, you have the same letter coloring as Brave, so I didn't see that you were in here. Oh, this is the way to go. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, maybe this will be like a Super Mario mushroom, and I'll just get more powerful.
Friends, oh, they're adorable.
In what realm is this considered adorable?
Perhaps that's an overstatement, but it is innocent.
Nothing in this world is innocent.
This is hideous. Oh, gross. Okay, so it looks like I need to, like, punch it over here, and then I can climb aboard, and then do this. Okay. I really thought that toothed jellyfish was going to be, like, the worst boss so far. I thought that was going to be one of those mini-bosses, but it turns out to be a completely docile stepping stool, so I guess I shouldn't judge a monster by its cover.
At least your adorable monster served a purpose.
Harsh, even for you, mistress.
I figure that's a good point for a small healing shard. I wonder what the maximum number of objects that you can carry. Like, is it 9 healing shards? Is it 99 small healing shards? If all you do is just endlessly grind these monsters to get what you want, can you just, like, overload your inventory with all the stuff you'll ever need? I don't really feel like doing that. I'm just curious if there's a logical limit on how much you can carry. I'm gonna bet that that's the other side of the door that I lamented couldn't be opened for a shortcut. I feel like those monsters in particular are just attack animations. There's almost no walking or sleeping animation. It's only full-on assault. Oh, so Bron's throat is feeling better, but he's got a bad cough. Hopefully that means he's on the mend from what sounded at the last conversation like a case of strep throat. Here's something. I'm not gonna joke around. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the heal now. I am headed in the wrong direction again. I really need to start paying more attention to the compass. Like, sometimes I'm good about keeping my eyes up there, but you enter into an environment that I haven't been to, and suddenly it's like, I just want to look around and explore, which I think is a good instinct. We find lots of cool stuff, but sometimes you want to be goal-oriented and not spend all your time backtracking through an area that you've searched really thoroughly. Good name for it. Okay, 2,700 souls. I don't think there's anything in particular that I'm saving up for, so we'll thank them for now. Yeah, Braith, since the last time that we saw you, somebody had written in to say that there were...
This trek would be much easier on horseback. Too soon.
Again, you're here to watch, not to speak.
Oh, I'm here for much more than that.
Is dying on your agenda?
A threat.
I haven't decided.
Okay, I don't know if I interrupted the conversation or if they did. Okay, this is new. Okay. Yeah, Brave is saying tough enemies in the area. You are not kidding. So what I was going to say is that since our last conversation, somebody said that there were a lot of new items to buy from Vulgrim, and that I wasn't looking into the menu system, and that person was dead on correct. So we have added a new enhancement that was purchased from Vulgrim, and also Fury is wearing a new set of flame armor, which, if I really wanted to get the benefit from, I should be dressed a little more like this. Oh, my plan was to kill those two little guys and then heal. Braun is saying that if you removed all the laws, then the crime rate would come to 0. Well, I feel like there'd be some side effects of having no laws whatsoever. I feel like they've made some movies about that. I don't know what's an attack from this guy. I like that the Purge series, the Purge franchise, was basically born out of the first movie that was the most bog standard and unimaginative home invasion movie that you could possibly think of. It was basically like, hey, what if there was this weird societal decision that everybody made that all crime would be legal, and how do we communicate that to a movie audience? Home invasion movie. Just... and, like, not even a very well-made one. My general memory of that first Purge movie is that a significant chunk of the plot relied on the ability of the family to become lost inside their own home. Generally unaware of where they were in relation to anyone or anything else that they owned. Ow. That was a really egregious waste of a healing item. At least I got it back. I feel like every other Purge movie, at least the ones that I've seen, have done a better job of delivering on what was supposed to be the premise of this sort of societal parody of, like, you know, a night where all crime is legal, but mostly just murdering poor people. I personally always wanted to see the Purge movie where somebody took the opportunity on the night that all crime is legal to do a lot of insider trading. I'm gonna die again here. I'm gonna die right here. I suspect that if I had a bunch of maniacs in my house, it would be less about being lost and more about being dead. We're going to give this at least one more shot. I do feel like there's been a lot of forward momentum in this episode. But if I'm going to get stuck in this bog for a while, it might be a good stopping point for tonight. Dodge. Oh, yeah. Okay. In fairness, now that I think about it, I think I've only seen 2 Purge movies. The first one, which, as stated, and then the second one, which was The Purge Anarchy. Was that the name of that one? That one at least had, like, people outside, not just sheltering in their well-fortified suburban bunker, that they made the mistake of... Oh, that's what Brake was talking about. That's a really good counter. She doesn't go to them. She just whips the spear at them. Yeah, look for more of that. I think I took that blast full to the face. Boy, his stomach tentacle, that's the attack that I really have the trouble with. I think part of the problem is that whoever expects a stomach tentacle, even Quato would be surprised by that. Bron saying that he's kind of quiet on his feet and crafty, so he could possibly overcome whoever broke into my house, but I'm not calling myself tough or anything, so don't be surprised when someone breaks into my house. I try to catch them and die. Brafe is saying that this lightning spear is his favorite weapon in the game. I like the impact that all the weapons in this game have. I'm not sure that I have a favorite yet. I love the way that the weapons have a lot of weight to them, but not in a way that makes them feel unresponsive, just in the way that makes them feel powerful. The fucking stomach tentacle, man. The big throne guys are the enemy type that's really making me wonder if I should have focused a lot more on regular, straight-up basic attack damage, but... I'm not sure how I feel about trying to take two of these guys at the same time. By the way, did I see... Can somebody confirm or deny that they're making a new He-Man movie? Like, it's called Masters of the Universe? And also, why? Does anybody under the age of 40 know who He-Man is? Who is this product for? It's not that I'm, you know, oh no, they're gonna ruin my childhood. It's just I don't understand who the target audience is. Boy, there is no shortage of pus monsters here. Oh boy. Bron knows who He-Man is. I kind of felt like He-Man was a super dead property. Like, Smurfs I can sort of understand that, you know, it's a... You know, maybe I'm wrong. I didn't feel like Smurfs was quite as dead. But He-Man is, like, the height of 80s. This is a product intended exclusively to sell action figures. And the action figures don't exist, so... I don't know. I'm very confused by the concept of more He-Man. I'm stuck on bones. I do feel like I'm getting slightly better at the big throne guy. I think I've only heard He-Man referenced in any way in pop culture in the last 25 years on two occasions. The first is that Ben Reeves at Game Informer refers to post-credit sequences as the Skeletor, because apparently Masters of the Universe, the original live-action movie with, I think it was Dolph Lundgren? I think it was Dolph Lundgren. I'm gonna die to pus monsters again. There's so many of them. Apparently that had one of the earlier examples of a post-credit sequence, that if you stood and waited past the credits, there was like a little scene of like Skeletor's hand coming up or something. Just vague enough to say like, hey, this adventure's not over. But of course, Masters of the Universe was a very bad movie that nobody liked, and the adventure was indeed over. The other time that I've seen He-Man referenced is on a similar topic. Oh my gosh, what is his name? The guy that played Sheriff Hopper in Stranger Things also played in Hellboy. And after Hellboy came out, he played Hellboy. after the movie Hellboy came out and was roundly panned by everyone in the world, and I have not seen it, so I have no opinion of it. But after that proved to be a very, very unpopular reboot of Hellboy, I saw an interview with him where he was sort of giving a tour of his New York home, because people, for some reason, care what celebrities, where they live and such. And he had a poster up of Masters of the Universe, and he was sort of looking at it wistfully and remarking on the fact that, oh gosh, I don't remember the name of the actor that played Skeletor in that. I didn't think it was Dolph Lundgren. I thought it was somebody else. But it was an actor that, the actor who played Jim Hopper. I'm at the point in the evening where I'm blanking on names. But he sort of looked wistfully at the poster and said, yeah, I really like this actor, and he was in this movie where he wore a lot of prosthetics, but people didn't think it was a very good project, and yet he gave it his all. I like that idea that you can be happy with the quality of your work, even if the overall product wasn't that great. And just coming straight off the heels of Hellboy was a very... He knew exactly the point that he was making, and I enjoyed it a lot. He's a very smart guy. God, I can't believe I can't remember his name. Someone has doubtlessly posted it in chat, and I will gladly read it after I stop getting killed by pus monsters. Oh, so many, Okay, so Brave is pointing out that somebody was spawning monsters, and I did not realize they were doing that. A lot of chat happened, so I apologize if I missed something. I did see that the topic has turned to, oh, this may not go my way. A Captain Planet movie, and I actually would be on board for that. God, remember, like, Captain Planet had such a, like, didn't have, like, LeVar Burton as playing, like, one of the parts? It was either LeVar Burton or Phil LaMarr. Depending on the voice that Phil LaMarr is doing, sometimes he sounds a lot to me like LeVar Burton. If they ever did an animated Star Trek The Next Generation series, Phil LaMarr could play LeVar Burton, and I would not be able to tell the difference. But then again, Phil LaMarr is a very, very good voice actor, so that is more commentary on that. And it had, like, Whoopi Goldberg played Gaia. Like, I want to say that you could take a look. The thing I liked about Captain Planet was that all of the villains were like peak Saturday morning cartoon villains. They made Gargamel look like a subtle and nuanced character. Like,
Another one of your adorables.
I'm never letting that one down.
On the contrary, it made you.
I am Plague McOilslick. My goal is to spread oil over all the ducks for no reason. Like, that's how all of the villains were. Oh, Captain Planet. I also, so I am one of the few people on Earth that not only remembers but will frequently reference Captain Planet. In particular, if I'm playing Heroes of the Storm, which is a game that, for anybody that doesn't know, teams on Heroes of the Storm are groups of 5. And especially if a game is not going well, I'll try to rally the rest of the team by saying, just randomly in chat, "Then let our powers combine! Earth!" And then no one ever says water. Ever. Someday it will happen. God, now I'm thinking about a live-action Captain Planet movie, rather. So, I've got a platform to jump up onto. What I don't see is what do I jump up onto? Sorry, let me catch up on chat really quick. Psycho is here. Hello to Psycho. Maybe it's fire. Sorry. I hate to ever stop the action, but I was just reading through chat, and does fire come after? Oops. No. Okay. I think I'm supposed to go over there, is the point. So, hold on. Yeah, maybe it is fire. Sorry, now I'm thinking in my head, how did the, there we go. Yeah, get over there. That's much better. Gosh, it's been a while since I saw Captain Planet. I will say this for Captain Planet. Unlike, again, He-Man that was exclusively about trying to sell toys, as was, like, Transformers and so forth. No, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. What I meant to do was this, because I don't think I can take these guys any other way. Okay. So I've got a little door. Unlike, sorry, so many thoughts. What the hell was I saying? Oh, He-Man that was just about selling, like, a new product line of toys. At least Captain Planet was about something. It was like, hey, kids, care about the environment. I was thinking the other day about, like, I can remember these PSAs when I was, like, 6 years old that were about, like, hey, don't litter, don't throw your trash on the ground. And, like, I've never littered. Like, never. I've never taken my can. You know, if I drop something and it blows away in the wind, I'll go get it. Just because, like, I remember those old PSAs. You don't want to live in a, like, neighborhood that's filled with garbage. I remember a PSA, and this is true. I remember a PSA, like one of those Saturday morning things, like at the end of a cartoon, about not snapping the car antennas off of cars. Which, frankly, had never occurred to me to do, but now I've also never done that, because the PSA told me not to. Specifically, I remember the exact PSA, too. There was some kid, like, going around doing that because he thought it was funny, and then he got back to his parents' car, and someone had done that to his car, and he was like, oh. And the lesson was, like, see, it's not so funny when somebody does it to you. And I remember thinking, like, even at that age, it wasn't funny before that happened. It's just random vandalism. I was probably too young to know the word vandalism, but it's like, boy, what it... Also, don't, like, kick random strangers in the nuts. I don't know. Was there a PSA for that?
What would you ask of this humble merchant?
Franklin Jella. Yes. Okay, that is who the actor who played Dennis Hopper, except it's not Dennis Hopper, it's Sheriff Hopper. What the hell is his name? Every once in a while, I will go and I will look at his...
This will be fun for both of us.
Remember when Stranger Things won, like, the first season of Stranger Things won, like, all of the awards, and he gave that really raucous speech. It was, like, 2017, and he gave that really, like, triumphant speech about, like, standing up against bullies and not letting people get you down. It was a really good, and like Winona Ryder has all of the emotions that exist on the human spectrum all at the same time. It's a great video, and there's two reasons to watch it. One is for her speech, and one is for just to watch Winona Ryder's reactions to the speech. And he was reading it too, and it was like written on the back of a napkin. There's so many great moments there. And here I am, and I absolutely cannot remember his name. David Barber. I don't know if somebody just posted it in chat, and then it's going to seem like I just read it, but David Barber, Christ. Yeah, I was always a little bit confused by what heart was supposed to mean. Like, if heart is an ability that you can use your Captain Power Ring to, like, spray at somebody, why can't he do that to all of the villains and make them not villains anymore? Like, they could suddenly care about putting oil on the ducks and filling the Hoover Dam completely with cellophane wrappers and all of the other, like, crazy ass... I'm gonna put toxic waste into the school lunches. Classic Captain Marvel villain. I cannot dive deeper in here. I can only swim on the surface. Is there anything over here? Not that I see. Oh, I'm sorry. This guy was probably waiting for me to notice him. Okay, so maybe flipping them up in the air breaks their defense. Brave, I'm going to try that. That might be a defense blocker. So I can't tell if this is algae or acid, and it's probably the second thing because this is a video game. So I bet what I want to do is kick this thing out into the water. But let me just take a quick look around to see... Oh, well, no, I might want to push it over there because then I could jump up. What do you guys think? Should I push the horrible jellyfish out into the acid water? Oh, yep, that's very deadly. I thought I would get a warning. Oh, I'm sorry, Mia. Yeah, chat moved quickly. I did not see the David Barber reveal. Yeah, if anybody hasn't seen what I'm talking about, look up, like, David Barber, Stranger Things, like a Golden Globe Award. I don't know what award it was, but watch that speech. And while you're watching it, watch Winona Ryder, who is, I think, immediately to his left, or like, stage left. Ow. Oh, I did not see him coming. Hold on, let me try to get him blocking. Okay, he's blocking, right? No, wait, he stopped blocking. I was trying to see if I do the, like, hook grab him, pull him in, and then throw him up in the air. I kind of feel like that breaks their block, because I was wondering about that in an earlier episode. Okay, Brafe is vouching for Mia. She did, in fact, post that in the chat. So, we've got a couple options, and, well, actually, I'm sort of... So, hold on. So even that little puddle is extremely deadly. So, if I push that out into the water, I'm not sure that I can get it in a position where I can float to it without dying. So I'm going to take the safer path for now, and we're going to stab its ass over this way, a little bit over here. Oops. Come on. Okay. Oh, she doesn't mantle over to it, and I can't climb onto it from here. So there's no B prompt, right? So I can't climb up the tentacles. No. Okay. What if I don't float? Let me try not floating. Nope. Okay. I may have severely boned this. If I hadn't pushed it so far out, I'd be good. Is there like a duck call for horrible toothed jellyfish. Okay, maybe I can jump and attack it back. There we go. Okay. Oh, Braith is clarifying the monster doesn't want to be in or over acid either. Okay, I thought maybe because it floated, it would be a little bit more resistant to environmental concerns. No, get on top of it. I kind of feel like the only way up on top of this thing is through the B prompt. Okay, that was easier than I was making it out to be. I didn't even get a good look at what killed me. Oh, thank you, Mia. Yes, and it was a Golden Globe speech, apparently. Yeah, that is great stuff. That is a feel-good moment right there. Have I... This... I don't know if this is where... No, this is where I came from. Okay. So are these undead angels? That's just now occurring to me that that's with their desiccated, featherless wings. That's kind of what they remind me of. Okay, now the good news is Jellyfish is still where we left him, so with any luck... Nope, she just doesn't lift a knee. Corrupted angels. They looked the part. I didn't recognize that immediately, but upon closer inspection, that's certainly what they look like. Okay, just press B. It's fine. Now, the jellyfish might be a little bit too far out. Yep, okay. Let's see if we can nudge it a little bit closer. The thing is, they don't really do a little bit closer. If I push it at all, it's going to drift a significant... Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. I'm just going to go around then. So, we're going to try to reset it. There we go. Now, I've heard on the internet that there's something extremely dangerous around. God damn it! All right, weird griffin. I see you now. Christ. Okay, that was an improper use of items. Yeah, how do you like it? Oh, nice, and I got all my healing back. Also, I can suddenly heal 4 times, and I have no memory of when I got another upgrade. I thought I was still at 3. clearly not paying attention. Okay, Brafe is saying, what if you fire jumped? I probably should have, yeah, that would have, in retrospect, made a lot more sense. I don't know why I was so married to the float jump. But if I have to do that navigation again, I will do that. I guess in my head, what's happening there is that, now that I think about it, I think my thought process was, the fire jump is very vertical. It doesn't have, like, I feel like if you're trying to go a distance, then the float jump is better. But if you're trying to get up higher, then the fire jump is better. But in this case, I think you're absolutely right that the fire jump, like, I'm not trying to go such a distance that the fire jump isn't the preferable option. Okay, so that's where the skull is. That was an awkward sentence. I think you're right that I should have just fire jumped, which I will do next time. Oh, I can't. Okay. Or can I? Nope. Okay. I thought maybe that was a ledge. And that is it for this. Okay. Hey, we're almost at 5,000 souls again. If I can hit 20,000 by fun or accident, then I'm going to pick up that storm armor. What? Oh, that's a human. Okay. Well, I don't think I can do anything for the human until I can break that purple door. I'm looking forward to knowing what this is called, by the way. They just look like glowing purple barnacles.
Out of the way, angel scum! Your will see me!
Ow. I think I counterattacked into the angel's spine. He was the good angel who was here to actually help Fury, but accidentally killed him. Fury, there's something I must tell you. The forces of heaven have been... Okay, jellyfish. Nothing directly above the jellyfish, so we push it over here and get up on there, I assume. Let me look around in here, pick up our flame cores.
Unleash your wrath! I'll slide through all of it!
Really? Okay, so Brave is saying that griffins were also in Darksiders 1 and they were mounts for the angels. I did not remember that. Okay, here's what I believe to be a climbable wall. So, do we think that the purple climbable walls and the purple explodey doors that you have to open, is that going to be the same upgrade? I think that's only the second purple climby wall that we've seen. I'm going to go on record as yes. Darksiders loves its color coding, so I bet that that's how that's going to go down. This is a weird area. Why did I have to open one side of this with a flame core? Or flame blast? Well, just look out here. And that's the way that it came in. Okay, so I guess it's jellyfish time. I can't help but feel like I'm missing something in this area. Well, I guess whatever I'm missing is going to be up that purple climby wall, and I can't climb it yet, so... Let's just give this guy a little nudge. Well, let's see if I can get to it from here. It seems a little bit far. Yeah, I can't get into anything closer. I'm gonna try this. I might have to, nah! Oh, actually, that was perfect. Gotta say, I'm enjoying these angel monsters. I think they look cool. I like the way that they fight. Yeah, look at that. If they're blocking, you can do one of these. Oh, he stopped blocking. Yeah, I feel like the whip hook and the flip up into the air is the counter block. Boy, I have lost track of how I got up here. It wasn't here, but I want to look around a little bit. Okay. How do I hit that? Oh, okay. I found the human. That was worth the trip.
What is this?
So far, the humans seem to be just collectibles. When the idea was first introduced, I thought to myself, oh, maybe some of your weapon upgrades are tied behind. There we go. Helping the humans. Like you have to help a certain number of humans in order for the big maker to do the next upgrade of your character. But it turns out that, as far as I can tell, that was luck. As far as I can tell, so there's two more purple doors in here. Yeah. If I aim carefully, I can hit that one. The other one, I don't think I can. I don't think it's... Yeah. I learned previously... Well, I might be able to. If I could get him up here, but I don't think I have time for that. Yeah, because he's way over there. If I could open this door, we'd be good, but... Wait, where'd he go? Alright. I'm gonna try this at least once. Sort of got bumped by this. Let me try it one more time. Where does that, bug come from? Alright. You come over here. Drink up. Run over here. I don't think that's intended. You can't jump and throw it, can you? Hey, come here. Because, I mean, if I could... Yeah, I think it's too far. This is the last try. Come here. Okay, that's enough. I feel like that's as bad as that's gonna get. So we're gonna call that a victory. Oh, and it just brought me back out here. So I gained nothing from that. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna get back onto the Blue Skull path. So, Blue Skull wants me to go... Oh, this is not a bottomless pit. Okay. Maybe it's time for a swim. Well, not a collectible, but what I don't have is a way through to the other side. Now, this is too far to float. I'll give it a shot just to be sure, but there's no chance. Yeah. And you cannot change in midair. Like, I can't do a super high jump and then float off of that. Like do a flame jump and then a thing. Let me try it. Wait. Wow. Okay. That shut me up. Wonder why that didn't work the first time. I didn't do anything different.
Hardly the heavenly outpost I was expecting.
When we go in,
We're going in?
keep your mouth shut for a change.
Oh, the banners. That's what they were talking about with the Heavenly Outpost. Alright, let's see what's up. I don't suppose Vulgrim keeps a shop around one of his expansion sites.
Mistress, they don't look happy to see us.
They shouldn't be.
Hordes of heaven, you know who I am, what I am. If you would see the sun set this day, you will...
Feel the burn of heaven's blade!
Good. I hate talking.
So Brave's saying that I just glitched the puzzle. Not intentionally. I wonder what I was supposed to do.
Your vaunted leader
Ow.
afraid of me. I must destroy you all before he confronts me.
Well, my tornadoes are doing some good work over there. Ugh. Gosh, now I'm curious how I was supposed to cross that gap. Oh boy, this feels like a million years ago. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wade through that entire area. Okay, this has been very, very fun, but we're gonna call it from here. I do have 5,000 souls, so let's just see if there's anything cool I can unlock. Unfocused Rage would be a new item that would give plus 10% Wrath reward from Wrath Lurches, and 10% chance that weapon spawns Wrath when killing an enemy. That's not bad, but... yeah, I think I'd be more likely to buy some more crafting materials to upgrade the weapons, and I am not going to do that right now. Oh, hold on. Wait.
As you wish. Take your
This is
time.
new information. The Undying Shard, that used to be 1,000, I want to say. That's gone up in value, apparently because I'm a higher level, is my guess. So, yeah, things do scale as you go. But the Echo Mark to refund all the attribute points is still the flat 1,000. So, that's pretty cool.
As you wish.
Okay, I'm going to call it there. I want to say thank you to Brave, thank you to John, thank you to More Than a Mia, Bron is my dad stopped by, Chivalry was here, Rickety Artist stopped by, and anybody else who has been lurking in the background. Whether you chat or whether you hang out in the background and just sort of watch along, it is always very much appreciated. I hope that you will check back for episode 5 of Darksiders 3 in the days to come. Possibly even tomorrow, but I'm hoping to have some time to experiment a little bit in Deep Rock Galactic with More Than a Mia and Chivalry. Until then, you can check out twitch.tv/Populatko, who we mentioned, Tashir Games, who we mentioned, Patikin, Sunny Panda, The Real Cutie Pie, Diesel Jones. Quick note, He Who Dies is going to be off stream for a couple weeks, so please, if you see him in chat someplace, wish him well, visit him on his Twitter, but he's not going to be streaming for at least a short time, apparently. So he's not gone, it's okay, he's just having a little bit of system problems, but we hope to see him back on the sticks very soon. In any event, we're going to find somebody fun to raid and then see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you all so much, and I hope you have a great night.